Sean Pickett with Sales Integrity here. Thank you for listening to the Sales Integrity Podcast. I created a free course for you titled 7 Steps to Master the Game of Complex Technical Selling. To claim your free course, just visit mastercomplexselling.com. Again, that's mastercomplexselling.com, or simply text the word SI course to the number 44222. Again, that's SI as in Sales Integrity. So SI course, all one word with no space in between SI and course. Otherwise, you'll get an error message back. So simply text the word SI course to the number 44222. Now let's jump into the podcast. Sean Pickett with Sales Integrity here. Thank you for joining today's podcast. I hope you're ready to make it a great day. You see, this is my mantra, and I am most quoted and remembered for this positive, optimistic daily battle cry, as I like to call it. I say it to everyone when we part ways. I even include it in my closing remark in my emails. I include it at the end of my podcasts and videos, and people know me for this and even chide me and have fun with me by repeating it back to me or making it a game to see if they can say it before I do. For every birthday wish, instead of saying happy birthday, I say, make it a great birthday. Occasionally, I get someone who stops me and asks why I always say make it a great day instead of have a nice day or have a good day, which people are accustomed to, right? I even had a client end a call with me yesterday by saying make it a great day. And then he proceeded to ask me if he owed me a royalty for using that phrase. That's exactly what I like to hear. Not that I'm owed a royalty, rather that my personal brand exudes optimism and having fun. That is the way it should be, right? Both in your professional life and in your personal life. After all, if you can't have fun, then what can you have? What exactly are we doing here, right? You see, when I was selling IT consulting services and custom software development, I would cold call like a banshee. This was before the internet, before social media, before social selling and all the tools that exist today that make it a little bit easier and where cold calling doesn't have to be your primary method of prospecting. This was when I was starting out back in the 90s, even before I built up a network of strategic and trusted contacts that I have today. So even networking wasn't an option for me, even though it was a very prevalent prospecting tool in the tool bag for a lot of people. Usually that was for the experienced people who built up a network. So when I came out of school and I was selling, cold calling was it. That's all I had. And that's how I cut my teeth in this profession in the tech industry. And even then, as young Sean, I would end every voicemail to a CIO or to an executive with thank you and make it a great day. Little did I know that would set me apart from my competitors, because when I received the occasional call back and voicemail from those executives who return my calls and return my voicemails, many times they would end with make it a great day. It would be something like, Sean, this is John Smith, the CIO of XYZ Corp. You called me the other day. Just giving you a call back. I'd like to chat with you. You could reach me at this number. Oh, and Sean, you make it a great day. That's usually how they would end it. A little bit more monotone than my energetic voice in leaving that voicemail for them. And it was quite amusing, but it also let me know I was on to something and that I was memorable, because at that point, believe it or not, cold calling was the primary method of prospecting, as I had mentioned. So everybody was cold calling. They were sending physical snail mail cards and letters and stuff as well. That was kind of the next evolution of it. But cold calling was the primary thing. So the voicemail boxes were just filled up like you wouldn't believe. So I needed to stand out, and having a more energetic voice and ending every call with thank you and make it a great day was kind of my way of doing that. And that's kind of where it started back in the mid 90s. When I started my sales career in the tech industry specifically. So let me break this down for you and answer that question of, why do I do that? Why do I say make it a great day instead of have a nice day or have a good day? Zig Ziglar, as everyone knows, I'm very fond of Zig and studied his work all throughout my childhood leading up until adulthood and becoming a sales professional and now a sales coach and consultant. Zig Ziglar was famous for saying your attitude, not your aptitude, will determine your altitude. Now, besides saying it in a really cool Southern drawl accent that he had and pausing and having dramatic effect in doing it. If you throw the stylistic way in which Zig said that, which was captivating, aside, it absolutely makes sense. Your attitude, not your aptitude, not what you know, basically, not your competence, right, and understanding your products and services and all that, but your attitude, not your aptitude, will determine your altitude, right? And when we look at today's social selling world, I keep bringing this up in a lot of my podcasts and my articles because it seems to be just all the rage out there and everyone's talking about it. When you look at this world, the buyers are more informed, they're well researched, and so are the sellers, right? As sellers, we're out there, we're leveraging the internet and some tools out there as well, and research and making sure we're as well informed as possible. But if you're not doing that, you're going to be at a great disadvantage. So let's just assume the majority of your top competitors are doing that. So now what sets you apart? It's kind of, let's rewind all the way back to the mid-90s when I first started selling technology services and products. It's back to your attitude, not your aptitude, will determine your altitude. That can set you apart. That can be a differentiator, which is why I made this very simplistic topic the focus of this podcast today, and why you always want to make it a great day. It's not just about making it a great day. It's about your attitude, your outlook, the way you look at every day, the way you treat people, the way you exude optimism and confidence, and that starts with your attitude. So again, back to Zig's quote, your attitude, not your aptitude, will determine your altitude. And what that means, altitude is the height. How high, how much will you achieve? How high will you go in your career? How many customers can you help? How much can you sell? Your altitude can mean a variety of things in your career and just what you're doing right now from a sales perspective. But it just means how far you'll go in life in general. So your attitude, not your aptitude, will determine your altitude. So be someone that everyone else wants to be around. Don't be a Debbie Downer. Don't be a negative Nancy. Be a positive Pam or an optimistic Ox. I'm just making this stuff up as I go along here. I haven't really heard the optimistic side of those. You always hear about Debbie Downer and negative Nancy. So I'm not sure why we don't have any positive names here. So I just made this up. Positive Pam, be an optimistic Ox. Optimism beats pessimism 7 days a week and twice on Sunday. So back to the question. Why do I say make it a great day? Why do I always say make it a great day? And I don't say have a nice day or have a good day. To answer that question, I don't believe anyone has anything happen to them. Let me repeat that. I don't believe anyone has anything happen to them. That's a victim's mentality. I believe we make things happen in life. It's just a choice. So therefore, the old traditional saying of have a nice day or have a good day, as ticky-tacky as this sounds and as intricate, the detail is around just the words and changing out a word or two, I don't believe those traditional sayings of have a nice day and have a good day, I don't believe those work for me because it doesn't align with my philosophy of making things happen as a sales professional, as a sales coach, as a business leader, as a thought leader, as a leader for the sales profession. I don't believe that aligns with my philosophy of making things happen and controlling my own destiny through my choices, decisions, and actions. I like to say make it a great day because making things happen is better than having things happen to you, and because great is much better than nice or good. And besides, people would much rather surround themselves with positive, fun people than negative energy vampires who drain all of the fun out of the room. Your clients, your customers, your prospects, your partners, those who want to help you, they're all the same way. They're just people, right? And we have a choice of who we surround ourselves with. So let's make sure that you check that box. You got to be competent. You got to be confident. You got to know your business, know your products and services, understand the challenges, issues, and goals your prospects and customers face, and then map those to your product, services, and solutions and make sure you're communicating the right way. But at the end of the day, if you shove all that aside, you could be the smartest person in the room. You could be the most competent and have the best products and services in the world. But if you're absolutely negative and you don't have a good outlook in life and you just kind of drain the energy out of the room, no one's going to want to surround themselves with you. So it's your choice. And you should choose optimism over pessimism and success over failure. Because choosing pessimism is choosing failure over success, but choosing optimism is putting yourself in a position to succeed more than you fail. So let me end the podcast with this. You should always choose to make it a great day. So that ends today's podcast, and let's finish up with some quick reminders.
First, we recently launched 2 new B2B tech sales professional groups, one on LinkedIn and one on Facebook. Just search for B2B tech sales professionals on either LinkedIn or Facebook, or both if you want to join both groups, and join the conversation with your peers there. Second, if you haven't already subscribed to our free 7-day video email course titled 7 Steps to Master the Game of Complex Technical Selling, then you can do so by visiting mastercomplexselling.com. Again, that's mastercomplexselling.com, or you can text the word SI course, so as in sales integrity, SI course, all one word with no spacing in between. If you send it with a space between SI and course, you'll receive an error message back. So text the word SI course to the number 44222. After subscribing, we will send you your first lesson via email right away on day 1, and then one for the next 6 days. Third, if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to this podcast on iTunes or SoundCloud. Just search for the Sales Integrity Podcast with Sean Pickett, and it should pop up and allow you to subscribe on one of those 2 channels. After you subscribe, please provide a quick 5-star rating and simple 1 to 2 sentence review to help others find the show. To provide a review on iTunes isn't as simple as you think. You can't do so directly within the podcast. What you have to do is actually click on the search icon, then type in Sales Integrity, and you will see my podcast there. Now, I'm referring to the purple podcast icon. When you click on that on your iPhone, brings up the main podcast center. Down below, you'll see the search icon. So click on that, type in Sales Integrity, and you'll see the podcast there. Click on the podcast. In it, you'll see the reviews tab in the middle there. Just click on that. And once there, you could provide a 5-star rating and simple 1 or 2 sentence review. Now, since iTunes prioritizes shows with the most ratings and reviews higher than those that have just a few of them, this will dramatically help the show be found by more people. So I greatly appreciate it. And finally, please share the podcast with your colleagues and friends who would find it relevant. You can do so by going to salesintegrity.com and click on the Sales Integrity Podcast menu link at the top of the page. All of the podcasts are there, and it provides you a way to click a button and share any episode, whether via email directly to individuals, or there's buttons there to share it on the various social media sites, LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, etc. So I would greatly appreciate it if you spread the word about the show on social media to help grow it. And finally, that'll do it for today's episode. Now go out there in the sales world today and help your prospects and customers buy what they want, what they need, and what benefits them. And most importantly, go out there and make it a great day.